Hi everyone, it's Mark here from Newcastle Hypnotherapy. I'm the anxiety expert, and today we're just going through a little success story with the lovely Julie, who's been doing the Anxiety Freedom Program with us, and she's really feeling an awful lot better. So hi to Julie there.
Hi.
Hiya, Julie. So, Julie, tell me, what made you decide to book with me and get in control of your anxiety?
Basically, I felt sort of through this year with sort of the whole COVID, I've changed my work this year. I've gone self-employed, I'm working from home. I feel as though that my anxiety was starting to sort of come back a little bit. I've been sort of suffering from anxiety for quite a long time now, and sort of pushing it aside and getting on with things. But I think it has been sort of more so this year with the whole COVID situation and working from home, sort of feeling slightly isolated, not seeing friends and family as much. And it was starting to take its toll on me, both physically and mentally again. And I didn't want to be going into that cycle all over again, what I experienced quite a number of years ago.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's been a really common thing. Lots of people are struggling with COVID because there's all this negativity out there,
Yeah.
all this stuff in the press, and then everything's changing, and people just don't know where they are, and it's pushing their anxiety levels up like crazy. So with your anxiety, what sort of things were you experiencing at the time? How did it make you feel?
I was sort of getting the physical symptoms of feeling sort of that I couldn't breathe. I was getting the likes of sort of chest tightness. I was sort of reluctant to even go out of the house. If I did go out of the house, I was wanting to get back as quickly as possible. And my mindset was just a lot more negative than what it's been in the past as well. So I think my mind was starting to take control of my body, and I wanted to get control of my mind and my body.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So you had an idea of what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
What sort of things had you tried to fix your anxiety problems in the past?
Big one, pushing it aside, hoping that it'll get better. Some days good, some days bad. I lost my dad 2 years ago, very, very suddenly, which has been very hard to deal with. And I think I was still battling quite a lot of bereavement issues in there as well. Unknowingly, sort of trying to, like I say, trying to push things aside. I'd tried medication, sort of exercising, stuff like that. But obviously it has been a little bit more difficult this year, like I say, not being able to sort of see friends and family as much as I'm used to and stuff. So I had sort of tried to do things to help myself, but I felt as though I needed something to try and eliminate it for good, really. Because like I say, I can be fine for a week, a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, and something would happen within my life and it would just bring it all back to a head. And I think the main things for me has been bereavement, changing my job, working from home, COVID, and sort of that self-isolation. I think it's been an accumulation of all, and I just felt as I needed to do something different, something alternative, just to try and get rid of it for good.
Good, good, good. Okay. And what were your thoughts on coaching and hypnotherapy before you got involved with this program?
Right. In all honesty, I didn't sort of think to myself, I'm going to try hypnotherapy for my anxiety. Never at all did I think that, because it would never enter my head. When someone sort of talks to me about hypnotherapy, I think of being on a stage in a social club, someone hypnotizing someone and making them bark like a dog. And that was my perception of hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
And I think this one Sunday tea time, I thought, right, I'm going to research and I'm going to have a look to see what is out there when it comes to trying to alleviate and dealing with anxiety. And you know what? I popped it in Google and Mark came up, and I thought, you know what? Hypnotherapy, let's give it a try. And I hadn't even researched it or anything like that. I Googled it, and Mark I was just drawn to it, and I thought, give it a try. And that's when I got in touch with Mark, and we had the initial consultation from there.
Good, good. Yeah, that's very true. Most people have a totally daft idea about hypnosis because they just see the stage hypnosis and the stuff on the telly.
Yeah.
And I think you'll agree, it's nothing like what we've worked with.
Nothing like that at all.
No.
It's absolutely totally changed my perception of hypnosis, and it is so powerful.
That's it. That's it. So we've done quite a lot. We've done 4 sessions. We've done it all online by video session.
Yeah.
We've not just used hypnotherapy. We've used a lot of other techniques which are really powerful for anxiety and sorting those problems out. How have you found that whole experience? What's been the benefit and the things you've enjoyed?
I've really looked forward to every session that I've had with you, and sort of having that discussion and see what we're going to put into place next. Obviously the feedback and the notes that I get from you from the sessions as well, always great to sort of sit and digest sort of later on in the day and then put into place. I've really enjoyed the hypnosis part of it. It's just totally switching your mind off from all thoughts that you've got sort of running about in your head and everything like that. And I've really enjoyed that part of it, and just also the interaction, talking about sort of me anxiety and me triggers and everything like that. And I think that has really helped as well. Sort of speaking to somebody totally impartial who doesn't know us, who won't judge us, and just being totally open and honest.
Good, good. That's it. And part of the process, especially in the step 1, is we created that personalized audio track for you to make you feel a lot better as a thing to listen to every day. How did you find the process of using that every day?
Yes, I've loved it. It has. It's really, really helped. I'll just go upstairs, I'll shut the bedroom door, pop my laptop up, and you know what? It's a time for me, and it's just a time to totally clear my mind, get in sort of that good place, and it's sort of like a self-healing in a way.
Right.
Yeah, and it's been really, really positive. Yes, and it will be something that I will be using ongoing.
Good, good. Glad to hear that. So we've really only been sort of working together for sort of 6 weeks.
Yeah.
How are you now feeling at the end of this 4th session?
I would definitely say I'm feeling back to me normal self. I've always been a very bubbly, outgoing, positive person, and I always felt as though I had these sort of little demons here on my shoulder, sort of bringing me anxiety out and that negativity, and I didn't want to be that person. And sort of putting all these things in a place that I've learned with you, Mark, over these last 6 weeks, like I just feel totally transformed, in all truthfulness. I really do.
Yeah, and a good part of this as well is that you've changed your diet quite a lot, because we found that some of the food you were eating were kind of triggering your anxiety and making you feel a lot worse. How have you found changing your diet, and how has that affected you?
So since we done the intolerance test, I've since cut out dairy because we found that I've got a dairy intolerance. So I haven't drank tea, coffee for about a week now. Not that I can't drink it, because obviously there's a lot of dairy-free products out there that you can use instead of milk, but I've chosen not to. And now I'm drinking green tea and stuff like that. But it's massively affected how I feel. Mentally, I feel as though my energy levels have absolutely gone through the roof. I feel more positive. I also had an intolerance to all meat as well, other than fish. So I have put all meat out of my diet as well for the past week, and I just feel a lot better, both mentally and physically, than what I felt in absolute years.
Good, good. And most people would find that sort of dietary change quite difficult. And we've done a bit of coaching and hypnosis to help you with those changes. How did you find making those changes? Was it difficult?
It was difficult, but I realised that if I don't make these positive changes in my life, the anxiety circle is going to continue and continue and continue. So I've got to put into place what I've learned from you, the feedback that I've had, the food intolerance, and I've had to put it all together and work with it all to get us in the place that I am today.
Good, good. Okay. And you've made some big changes. You're feeling an awful lot better.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to in life now? What's the purpose and the aim of moving forward?
Well, I've got my own business. I'm a sales leader for Avon. I was employed by Avon as a business development manager, but took the change this year. Huge life change of going self-employed. And I'm looking forward to growing my business even more into sort of 2021, and just putting a lot more positive steps into my life as I go into the new year. My business and my family being my number one priority.
Good. That's it. That's good. I really like Avon as a business because they help people to develop and move forward. And now that we've got all this COVID mess with jobs and so many people are looking, if somebody wanted to come along and make some extra income or a full-time income with you, how would they go about getting in touch with you?
Perfect. Yeah, I can give you my recruitment link. I can give you, obviously, you've got my telephone number. You can obviously put that on the site. If anyone wants to get in touch, even if they just want to have a little chat to see what options are there for them, I'm more than happy to help. I've been involved with Avon for over 6 years on an employed and self-employed business, so I've got good knowledge about the Avon opportunity. So yeah, I'd be happy just to have a chat with anybody. If they want to get in touch, by all means.
Great. Well, what I'll do is when you give us those, I'll put those on the video on the page, and people can get in touch with you if they want to. Avon's a great company, and I think at the minute it's needed to. A lot of people have lost their jobs. So before we finish up, you've gone through quite a lot of changes over the 6 weeks. You're much more positive. You've got a lot more energy. What would you say to people who are maybe sitting on the fence, not sure whether to go ahead with something like this? What would your advice be to them?
You want to know what? Just do it. Absolutely just do it. I mean, like I say, I didn't have a clue about hypnosis. And like I say, I think looking back now, I just put it in Google and Mark came up. I got in touch with him on the Sunday afternoon, and I feel as though everything happens for a reason. I could have been directed into any other sort of road when it comes to my anxiety, or I was just drawn to Mark unknowingly what hypnosis is all about. And it's been a really great experience. It
Good.
really
Thanks
has.
for that. Good.
I've got lots of takeaways that I can now do at times when it's suitable for me. So it's something that I'm going to keep on going.
Good, good. Thanks for that. So very finally, what's been the most important thing? What's the single thing you've enjoyed most or got out of this as a process?
Right. I think being more sort of self-conscious, and it's that whole sort of mind over matter, isn't it? If I feel the anxiety coming on, it's trying to just switch my brain into a positive place, doing me breathing exercises and everything like that.
Good. So you've kind of got a roadmap of what you needed to do.
Yes.
And you know what you're doing now.
Yes, that's what it is.
That
yes.
sounds really
I've got a plan. I've got a plan.
That's what we all need with anxiety. We need a plan. So thanks, Julie, for that.
Yes.
You've been an absolute superstar. The great thing about these testimonials and the great results that we get on Google and Facebook and everywhere else is that when people put the effort in, like Julie's done, they get the result. They get on and move at it. And that's what it's about. We've got to do some work. So if there's anybody out there who also wants to sort their anxiety out, there's a link below where you can book a call with me. And don't forget, if you want to make some extra money with Avon, you can get in touch with Julie as well. That's great. So thanks, Julie, for that.
You're welcome.
You enjoyed the video.
And thank you.
Thank you.